Hello everyone, welcome to the session. A very good morning to all of you. I very excited to see all of you join into the session. So how has your day been, guys, so far? All good? Yes, I hope you've read articles. I hope you've solved RC passages. I hope you've tried out some LRDI sets, some quant sets, and now you're ready to practice some VA questions. Have I मतलब राइटली मतलब मैंने आपका शेड्यूल डिस्क्राइब किया है? आप लोग अभी अभी उठे हो? दोनों में से क्या है या बीच में हो आप लोग? Come on guys, tell me, what did you do from morning? Welcome to the session, guys. Welcome to the series of 200 plus para based questions. Okay, so we are inching closer to our goal, and our goal is to try out 200 plus high level LOD 3 ke par के para based questions. That includes para jumbles, odd one out, para summary, author's position, essence of the text, and para completion. Hello Rahul, hi Nikhil, hello Jishnu, good morning, hi Danish, hello Rahul, hi Rohit, welcome to the session. Quant किया, very good. Hi Preeti, बाकियों ने क्या किया? आराम किया, पढ़ाई किया, घूमे घूमे, क्या क्या किया आप लोगों ने? Hi Troy, hello Nikhil, welcome to the session. Good morning guys. Hello GK, quant kiya, very good. Hi Aditya, welcome to the session. Hello Gaurav, namaste, welcome. Good to see all of you. Okay, welcome to the series, guys. 200 plus para based questions. Hi Pranjal, hello Sagrika, good morning. East or West? Arey वाह, thank you Rohit. Quant कर रहे थे, very good. Hi Sukanta, welcome to the session. Quant, very good. Okay guys, it's very important that you take the CAT subscription अगर आपने अभी तक नहीं लिया है, especially if you're CAT 2023 subscribers and if you're a Met subscribers as well, क्योंकि आपको unlimited access मिलता है to the entire CAT portal. Even if you're CAT 2022 subscribers, guys, and you just have the last mile to go about, still I would recommend that all of you take the subscription and take the benefit of the sectional courses, the mock analysis sessions, the strategy sessions, and the crash batches. तो जल्दी से सब्सक्रिप्शन लो, आपको सारे फीचर्स मिलते हैं, नोट्स मिलता है, अनलिमिटेड एक्सेस मिलता है, रिकॉर्डिंग्स देख सकते हो बार बार, लाइव सेशंस मिलते हैं, इंडिया के बेस्ट एजुकेटर से सीखने का मौका मिलता है, किसी भी एजुकेटर के क्लासेस आप कितने बार भी देख सकते हो. And when you take the iconic subscription, you also get the benefit of one-on-one live mentorship. So don't forget to apply the code RITUMBA. All those who are using the code and recommending the subscription to others, guys, do not forget to apply the code RITUMBA to avail 10% off on these prices. ठीक है, अब किस किस को याद है कि हम लोग किस क्वेश्चन पे रुके थे? Guys, proud of you for completing all of these questions. Let's continue with our journey. अरे वाह, good morning. Good morning guys. Today all of you seem excited, huh? ठीक है. Scrolling guys, it seems really nice to see that we've covered quite a lot. Yesterday I think we stopped at the let's see, where do we have to pick up? Okay. Done. I will Rahul. Hello, good morning Himanshu. No Himanshu, all online. 63 क्या? ठीक है, but there are some para summary questions also that we need to complete, so let's complete them. Okay. Yeah, let's start guys, come on. Question on your screen. Good morning Naman. So ये कुछ para summary और essence of the text के questions छूट गए थे, and then we'll take up the news set. So guys, don't forget today 5 PM भी class है. Author's position इसके बाद है, ये para summary है नमन. Come on everyone. आपको उसमें strategy में कोई change नहीं लाना है, question differently framed होगा बस. Come on guys. हाँ देखूंगी. I will have a look Himanshu. Come on everyone, question on your screens. think there's a shadow on my face. 1 minute. Let me just shift. Yes. Come on, guys. Try this out. Come on, everyone. Question on your screen. Jaldi, guys. We have to try out a lot of questions. 200 plus questions का target है. D, D, D. D. What about the others? Okay, come on everyone. Neha, Danish, Sakshi, Manan, Naman, Sagrika, Parth, Pranjal, Aman, everyone. Come on. D बोल रहे हो आप सब. B और D में थोड़ा सा confusion है. Okay, let's have a look at this. So is it option 2 or option 4? Let's have a look at this. Before anyone takes on a leadership role, they should ask themselves, what do I want to lead and what's the purpose of my leadership? These questions are simple to ask, but finding the real answers may take decades. If the honest answers are power, prestige, and money, leaders are at risk of relying on external gratification or fulfillment. There's nothing wrong with desiring these outward symbols as long as they are combined with a deeper desire to serve something greater. Being self-centered and egotistical would make one a bad leader. Quest for power and wealth should not be, it's not, the author clearly says that it's not that it's wrong, but it should be combined with. तो ये भी आपके motives हो सकते हैं, but they need to be combined with something else. Becoming a great leader takes decades. See, answers to the question may take decades. So this option is also incorrect and it does not tell us anything about the deeper desire. Self-reflection on one's strongest motive to become a leader is the right path to leadership development. Now, your confusion should be between A and D, but this is self-centered and egotistical. Again, these words are incorrect. So that's why your right answer option is D. Is this the perfect answer? No, it's not the perfect answer. Hi Monica, but it's the best one out of the lot which we've got through elimination. B is wrong. Now Rahul, should not be the motive. He does not say that it should not be the motive. It can be the motive, but it should not be the only motive, or it should not be the strongest motive. Okay, come on, let's go to the next one. 50-second question, guys. Hi Kaushal, hello Monica. Come on, guys. Question on your screen. Para summary. Come on, everyone. Upcoming batch for CAT 2023, Ritik, in November. You're talking about a plus batch, right? You're talking about plus batch? Come on, everyone. Okay, come on, guys. Good morning, Shubham. Welcome to the session. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the session. Plus batch in November. Plus batch is in November. Don't worry. For CAT 2023, right now CAT 2022 batches are ongoing. 1 second. Okay, come on, everyone. So Jatin, till we complete 200 plus questions. Today is the 9th part. So let's see the speed at which you progress. चलो guys, सबको answers देने हैं. Guys, if you're all up for it, can we make this session into a slightly lengthier session? What say? Shall we do it for an hour and a half so that we can complete a lot of questions? It's morning time, right? So I think इसमें para jumbles, odd one और para summary के exceptional practice questions हैं. Done. We'll make it up to 12:30, 12:40. Okay, great. Okay, come on everyone. Right, 50-second question. The answer to this particular question is there's a confusion. Some of you say A, B, D. 3 options तो आ चुके हैं. C को आपने eliminate किया है. बाकी सब A, B और D में आप confused हो. B और D. ठीक है. एक बार ध्यान से देखते हैं. The budget has offered schemes for new derivatives to be launched by the SEBI and options for insurance companies to invest in stock markets. The economy today is dominated by finance, which has little to do with the real economy of output and jobs. With uncertain markets generating the need to hedge financial assets by using derivative instruments like futures, options, and swaps, the gains and losses arising from them. One sec. Let me just. Okay, the gains and losses arising from them are like transfers across the economy which do not account for changes in the GDP. Okay, now listen to it. So guys, my screen is stuck. I do not know why. After this question, I will take 1 minute to refresh my system. Is that okay? We'll just pause for 1 minute. But I'll explain this question. This question explain karke I'll pause for 1 minute. But I don't want all of you to go anywhere. I want all of you to continue. You will see a lag for 1 minute. But that's only because I'm pausing to refresh. Okay? Now, listen to this. The answer to this question is A. Okay, now what it says is, look at the last line. With uncertain markets generating the need to hedge financial assets by using derivative instruments like futures, options and swaps, the gains and losses arising from them are like transfers across the economy which do not account for any changes in the GDP. So it's just like a transfer. Money is just changing hands, but there's no growth. There is no change in the GDP. So it will not really improve the economy. A says opening the financial market like insurance companies को invest करना, new derivatives लाना, all of this will not improve the economy. A is fine, it looks fine. Look at B. Finance and economy are two discrete entities independent of each other. This is wrong. They're not even the main idea. The main idea is even if you bring about these changes, that's not going to really do anything to the GDP or the economy. So A is a better option. Though investing in derivatives, again, the derivatives is not even the topic here. D, the budget has made no effort to improve the GDP. Guys, this is one, budget ka ye scheme is not going to improve the GDP. But the budget can have other schemes as well, right? The budget, which has little to do with real economy of output and jobs, correct. But according to the author, the real economy is different, Jishnu. Even if you consider that to be true, the main idea is not that. The main idea is the last line, that it does not account for changes in the GDP. Guys, how can you go with D? The budget has made no effort to improve the GDP. Do we know other parts of the budget? Do you know the agricultural budget? Do you know the railway budget? Do you know the tourism budget? Do you know different, manufacturing के लिए क्या schemes है? Do you know the rest of the things about the budget? No. Budget का जो एक ये scheme है, that is not going to bring about any changes in the GDP. But if you say the entire budget has made no effort, that is incorrect. How did you go with option D? Got it? Did all of you understand this? So that's why the right answer option over here is A. Clear with this, everyone? Got it? Okay, just think about this. C, because derivatives is not even the topic. Then if you have mentioned derivatives, why have you left out futures, options, swaps, and the main, guys, you have to understand the main idea. Where have they said that the gains are not consistent? Okay, the derivative instruments are futures, options and swaps. But where have they said that the gains are not consistent? And the main idea over here is that it's not going to change the GDP. Para summary does not mean that you take any sentence of the para and paraphrase it. It means that you take the main idea and paraphrase it. Saheli, the para basically says कि भले आप लोग इतना नया schemes ला रहे हो, finance sector को open up कर रहे हो, finance sector को improve कर रहे हो, but it's just like transfer. मतलब इसमें एक हाथ से पैसा दूसरे हाथ में जा रहा है और कोई real growth नहीं हो रही है. That's the main idea, that there's no real growth. So even though you're opening the financial market, you're allowing insurance companies to invest, you're giving new derivatives, you're coming out with a lot of derivative instruments and all of this, ये सब आप ला रहे हो, पर इससे GDP में कोई change नहीं आ रहा है, economy improve नहीं हो रही है. So that is why the answer option is A. Danish, opening the financial market means new instruments, new investments by new sectors, like let's say the insurance companies. Got it? Did all of you understand this? Yes, it has the same concept, Naman. Okay, so guys, now you will see a lag of 1 minute because I'm going to refresh my system, but I want all of you to stay put. All 75 of you, 1 minute, I will just refresh, don't go anywhere. Come on, everyone. Come on, I'm sure all of you can see me live. Come on, everyone, question on your screens. 53rd question on your screen. Chalo, isko try karo. Arey, thank you, Kaushal. That's so sweet. I'm glad that the series has benefited you. Troy वही कर रहे, पैरा जंबल्स पे भी आएंगे, तो सारे एरियाज है इसमें, आप वारी मत करो. Hi Kanishka, welcome to the session. Come on guys, question on your screens. Come on people, next question, para summary question on your screens. Come on guys. Come on everyone. So unique, go through the grammar made easy series that I have taken on YouTube. आपको playlist मिल जाएगा. Trust me, go through that and you will never have a problem with any grammar rules. Okay. SAG, this is the maximum permissible. You suggest you to watch it on a laptop or a bigger screen. Come on guys, what's the answer everyone? Aman, Surajit have said C. What about the others? Sagarika says A. अच्छा, A, C, D, B, चारों options आ चुके हैं basically. Guys, the right answer to this particular question is C. Okay, let's have a look at this. While most people value fair compensation for their accomplishments, a few leaders start out seeking only money, power and prestige. Along the way, the rewards, bonus, checks, perks, stock appreciation fuel increasing desires for more. This creates a deep desire to keep it going, often driven by desires to overcome narcissistic wounds from childhood. Many times this desire is so strong that leaders breach or break the ethical standards. So in the search of money, power, prestige, bonus, checks, perks, stock appreciation, once you get that, you keep wanting more. And because you keep wanting more and the desire becomes so strong that they end up breaching the ethical standards that previously governed their conduct. Okay, so they become unethical or they can also become immoral. Now, rewards like bonus, checks, perks and stock appreciation, this is clearly not the main idea. These are examples. Please make sure that you go through the rules, guys, that we have discussed. Examples should not form a part. Are often detrimental to the growth of a leader, but isme immoral. The main point over here was that they could also become immoral. Okay, this is positive in tone, but the passage is how this desire can become so strong that it could turn a person, make the person immoral or corrupt. So we can eliminate answer option A and B. There are two types of leaders. कहाँ पे दिया है guys? There are two types of leaders. This is an alien idea. So some leaders fall into the trap of their accomplishments, money, power, fame, check, all of that. making them egoistic, ये देखो, to overcome the narcissistic wounds of childhood, and unscrupulous. Unscrupulous is nothing but immoral, that is, they breach the ethical standards. So guys, your right answer option over here is clear. Did all of you understand this? You're asking as in my opinion on this topic. I feel it's bad. Of course it's bad. They try to overcome the narcissistic wounds from childhood. And when you use the word egoistic basically refers to being you see, I'm not talking about egotistic, I'm talking about egoistic. That means more, you want more, you become selfish, that egoistic. So that's why egoistic is justified. Egotistical is different. Here you're talking about egoistic, focusing more on themselves. Got it? Okay. Next one. No, but Pranjal, unscrupulous, breaching the ethical standard is clearly unscrupulous. That's clearly there. How will you go to the, it's not detrimental to the growth. See, I'll tell you the problems with other options. It's not detrimental to the growth. The leader is still growing. उसको तो और मिलता जा रहा है, और मिलता जा रहा है. It's not detrimental to his growth. It's maybe detrimental to his character, but not to his growth. Okay, perform well is positive. Two types of leaders is irrelevant. And यहाँ पर भी फिर तो अगर आपको 3 से प्रॉब्लम है तो ईगो यहाँ पे भी आएगा. Unscrupulous is breaching the ethical standards. Clearly the answer option is C. So Olympiad, see, I'm not rushing you or setting a target essay because I want you to get the questions right. So जब तक हम लोग complete करेंगे, my target is probably in 15 sessions we should be able to do it. Come on, next one guys, next question, try this out. Come on everyone. Everyone, question on your screen. C, D, B. Again, different answers. In February, the WTO ruled against the domestic content requirements of India's solar mission. The verdict is a response to a complaint filed by the US which alleged that DCR's mandate of using solar cells and modules made in India was detrimental or harmful to imports of such products. A section of Indian industry has welcomed the ruling as Indian solar, see what India had come up was with that domestic content requirement that it has to be produced domestically. So made in India solar cells and made in India modules. Then US challenged this, it filed a complaint, and the ruling has come against India. Okay, and some section of the Indian industry welcomed this because they feel that the Indian solar equipment is no match or it's inferior for US imports. But some environmentalist groups have interpreted the ruling as a blow to India's solar mission. They are right. If the ban is seen from a long-term perspective, DCR was not designed for immediate results. It was mandated in a context when India's fledgling or अभी baby stages में है, equipment industry was finding it tough to compete with a glut of cheap imports. So in order to protect the domestic industries, DCR लाया गया था, and it's not for immediate results. Because agreed, right now it's in the fledgling state, but if you look at the long run, this was actually good. So author's opinion is this, that it was actually good in the long run. The WTO ruling against DCR will not affect India's solar mission. Will not affect India's solar mission. How? According to the author, he says they are right. Who are right? The environmentalist groups. What have they said? That it's a blow to India's solar mission. The author agrees that it's a blow to India's solar mission. He agrees with the fact that it's a blow to India's solar mission. How can you go with answer option A, which says it will not affect? So I'm going to eliminate answer option A. It is seen by environmentalists as an attempt to nip in the bud India's dream of attaining self-sufficiency. Renewable energy production. Isn't this too general and isn't this too broad? You're talking about the solar mission. How have you gone with the renewable energy production? Renewable energy includes so many other forms. India's dream, nip in the bud, and the WTO verdict is seen by environment as an attempt to nip. How distorted it is. मतलब वो लोग सोच रहे कि WTO ने जानबूझ के किया है because they want to nip in the bud India's dream. How incorrect is that? How did you go with answer option B? WTO ने जानबूझकर attempt किया है to nip in the bud India's dream of becoming self-sufficient. No, they think that it's a blow to India's solar mission, but it's not an attempt by the WTO to do this. And renewable energy production is so general and broad. The WTO ruling against DCR, be specific na. The passage is specific to DCR. It's going to crush. You may say, ma'am, crush is such a hard word. But blow is used na. India's young, fledgling solar equipment industry. What was wrong with C? It's so perfect. Never really been. Again, generalization. So answer option over here is C. Naman, you got it right first. Got it, guys? Did all of you understand this? Clear with this? Okay, let's go to the next question. Come on, author's position. I think we've done this one. Yeah, let's come to this. Come on. No, but blow and crush is the same now, Vinay. The passage is also extreme. See, if the passage is extreme, your option can also be extreme. There's nothing wrong with going with an extreme option. See, it does not mean that all extreme options have to be eliminated. If the passage is extreme, you will go with an extreme option. Come on. everyone. This is done. अच्छा हो गया है. Okay, 1 minute. Yes, your comments just loaded now. Okay, guys. Fine. So we'll just discuss this question really quickly. Most of you say that it's done. The answer to this question is C. We've discussed this, right? Results don't necessarily define the means because you feel that it's interrelated, but this idea is rejected, and we discussed the idea about the sound. Correct. We had a good discussion on this. Okay, let's go to the next one. Come on. Great, Kaushal. Thank you so much. I'll definitely look into this suggestion. Come on, 57th question. This is also done. Wait then. Okay, I was just going through the questions that we've not done before. What about this one? हाँ ठीक है. ये वाला हिस्ट्री सोशियोलॉजी ये नहीं हुआ है ना? ठीक है. तो अब यहाँ से नए क्वेश्चंस. किसमें सहेली? In this one, believe that knowledge is possible even without direct evidence. But that's what it says. Direct evidence है. फिर भी, see, it says when no one is around, would it make a sound? Whether the tree even fell in the first place, after all, nobody saw the tree fall in the first place. So if you've not seen the tree fall in the first place, if you don't have direct evidence, then they will doubt whether you know. So actually this contradicts the passage, Saheli. This actually contradicts the passage. He says, unless and until you have direct evidence, how can you believe that something is true? That's why. Okay, come on guys, next one. Unique, the previous para. Okay, fine. I'll just explain this. I think most of you were not there in the session that day. So I will just explain this एक बार. See, basically they reject the idea that everything is interrelated. Okay, and if you didn't see the tree fall, मतलब आपने खुद नहीं देखा है उसको fall करते हुए, so then they will doubt. मतलब वो लोग बहुत skeptical है. They observe the means only after studying the result carefully. Only after studying the result carefully. See, if you study the result carefully, let's say you see the tree is fallen. You study that the tree is fallen. Okay, the tree is fallen, the tree is fallen. Then will you observe the means? No, it's actually ulta. Believe that knowledge is possible? No, they reject or they doubt if knowledge is possible without direct evidence. Some cases, extrapolation. It's basically that the results don't necessarily define the means. You might see the tree fallen, but you might still, मतलब वो sound से वो connection, still you might feel that they are not related. So that's why your answer option over here is C. Okay, next one. Come on guys, next question on your screen. on, guys. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, everyone. Okay, Devinder, first you have to take the CAT Plus subscription. Just join the Plus batch for CAT 2023 and trust me, everything will be sorted. That's all you have to do. So don't confuse yourselves. Don't try out hundreds of sources. Don't try out hundreds of possible materials. You'll just end up confusing yourself. Just keep it really simple and basic. Join a batch, start to finish. जो areas आपको लगता है कि और practice चाहिए, join multiple courses on that and finished. Okay, the answer to this question is okay, guys, the answer to this question, Surajit, genuine suggestion or sarcasm? Right, guys, the answer to this question is C. Okay. If we look to history or sociology for a unified account with common features of an architectural discipline, we may not be delighted. While architectural practice remains stable in many aspects, change over history greatly limits common features, perhaps to a core set of basic tools and really crude or rudimentary principles of structural engineering. This suggests that at root, the practice of architecture must involve engineering or related design. If we think of architectural ideas, taste and expertise, it contributes something over and above engineering facts, rules and practical knowledge, suggesting an art or art-like role of architectural practice. Okay, now, seems very dense, but the options will really help you out. See, architecture gives prominence to structural aspect at the expense of aesthetics. At the expense of aesthetics. Guys, the clear line over here, the clear main idea over here is this. हम लोग देखते हैं कि architecture ideals, if you think of architectural ideals, taste and expertise, it contributes something over and above engineering facts and practical knowledge. So अगर आप architecture देखो तो जो taste है, जो ideal है, जो expertise है, it is something more than just engineering. It's something beyond engineering. So it cannot be just reduced to a form of engineering. It's something over and above that. Isn't your answer option clearly C? It serves no utilitarian purpose. कैसे बोल सकते हो आप? Neither they give any insight. Again, guys, all of these are incorrect. अगर specifically आप common feature की बात करो तो आपको insights नहीं मिल सकते. Let's say. But you say it cannot offer any, and the main point over here is architecture is something beyond just engineering. So your answer option over here will be C. Got it? Did all of you understand this? Come on, next one. Para completion. Guys, it's a para completion question. The last statement is missing. You have to tell me which is the missing statement. We have 2 questions on para completion today. Come on, last statement is missing here. Go ahead. The last statement is missing. You have to tell me which option completes the paragraph. Remember, it's not just para continuation, it is para completion. on everyone. But Neha, it never hurts to practice because you never know. Cat pattern is unpredictable. Mainly focus on the last few lines, Zoya. Okay, done, Sarthak. I'll look into it. Just drop in a message to me on my Telegram. Okay, guys, the right answer to this particular question is C. And I can see that most people have got the answer right. In Cincinnati, in the United States, 1 in 10 children suffer from asthma, but the potential environmental factors contributing to the disease are not well known. So asthma is rampant, but what are the factors contributing to it are not well known. New evidence that exposure to 3 types of mold during infancy may have, 1 minute. 1 second, guys. Just give me 30 seconds. 1 second. Okay. Thank you. Okay, guys, let's have a look at this. So, 3 types of mold during infancy may have a direct link to asthma development during childhood. These forms of mold, okay, are typically found growing in water-damaged homes, putting a spotlight on the importance of mold remediation for public health. So, mold के कारण हो रहा होगा asthma, and that's why it's important to mold remediation करना important है, basically for public health. I'm back. No. दोनों ही नहीं हुआ. But mold remediation is not a practical proposition. Why? This does not complete the paragraph. Why is it not a practical proposition? There is still not enough evidence that indoor mold contributed to this in a way contradicts the passage. Yeah, and you know, इसमें अगर contradict करना भी है तो however, but, yet ऐसे कुछ तो डाल के करो. Urgent need for remediation, water damage. This is continuation and completion. But the link between water and these forms, आप बोल रहे हो water in these forms is not established, तो यहाँ पे आप बोल रहे हो water damaged homes. Again, you're contradicting the passage. So your answer option over here will be C. Clear, guys? Did all of you understand this? Come on, next question. Para completion, 68th question. Last sentence is missing again. Come on, everyone. Try this out. Come on, guys. Come on, everyone. Try it out. Urban areas is a common issue, is an alienated idea. No, but because Monica, it's a para continuation and completion question, तो थोड़ा extra information ताकि एक sentence missing है ना, तो थोड़ा तो हम आगे जाएंगे, but it has to be relevant to the context. Yes, आयुषी, पहले बहुत आते थे questions, इन सालों में कम आ रहे, पर एक तो questions important है. होते हैं समझ, and I've taken sessions on it as well, on the basics. Aisha, come on everyone, next question on your screen. Try this out and give me 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Come on everyone, next question on your screens. इसका जवाब क्या है? Guys, the answer to the question, 60th question is B. Okay, guys, this question का सही जवाब है B, but I don't see most of you get it wrong, right. ठीक है, guys, the right answer to this particular question is B. 1 minute. Okay. Right, now let's discuss this. The right answer यहाँ पे है B. Ethnography is a branch of anthropology that involves trying to understand how people live their lives. Unlike traditional market researchers who ask specific, highly practical questions, The anthropological researcher visits consumers in their homes or offices to listen in a non-directed way. मतलब उनसे specific questions नहीं पूछा जाता है, ठीक है? It's not like they ask specific questions. They just go to their homes and offices and they listen. Her goal is to see people's behavior on their terms, not hers. This observational method may seem inefficient, but is it really inefficient? That should be the completion. I'll help you out with it. Just listen to me. However, it is carried out in a manner that gives it an appearance of efficiency. Appearance of efficiency could also mean that it's not really efficient. However, it enlightens her about the context in which consumers would use a new product and the meaning that product might hold in their lives. So it may seem inefficient, however, it is not. It is enlightening. I'll come to the product part, but till here did you understand? It may seem inefficient, however, it's not. It is enlightening. ये बाकी का part आप एक बार hold पे रखो. However, it ensures that the researcher does not intrude too much into the lives of the observed. Guys, efficient in terms मतलब research के perspective से efficient है या नहीं, कस्टमर के पर्सपेक्टिव से एफिशिएंट है या नहीं, वो हमको इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. कंज्यूमर को दिक्कत नहीं होती, वो नहीं. एफिशिएंसी मतलब डज इट लीड, मतलब रिसर्च का पर्पस सर्व करता है या नहीं. It is a method that has been in use ever since market research and analysis developed. It's been in use, but is it efficient or is it inefficient? This does not still answer the question. Guys, you're not understanding. Para completion question means a sentence is missing. It's not necessary that whatever words are there in the question till now or in the passage till now, only those words have to be used and no extra idea can be given. Then एक sentence missing क्यों है? कुछ तो अलग होगा ना, कुछ तो आगे बढ़ेगा ना मैसेज. अब आप कंज्यूमर का बात कर रहे हो. कंज्यूमर मीन्स परचेजर. सो isn't the word product relevant? How people live their lives, how consumers live their lives. You go and see how the consumer is using the product in his life. In their lives, the product, because you're talking about a consumer, it enlightens her, the researcher. This tells us whether it is efficient or not from the research perspective. Yes. Got it? It's not a para summary कि जितना दिया है उतना को ही summarize करना है. No mention of product, but it's not a para summary question, ना? It's a continuation and completion question. तो थोड़ा आगे तो हम बढ़ेंगे. Got it? Did all of you understand this? So answer option over here is B. Come on, next one. Para jumble. This we completed yesterday. Okay, so guys, before we continue, let me remind all of you about the AIMT. The next AIMT is going to be on October 30th. 50,000 plus test taker. This is completion. Last sentence missing यहाँ पे प्रांजल, तो आपको last sentence क्या हो सकता है? It's like fill in the blanks. October 3rd. It's not conclusion question B. It's not a summary question B. Guys who have not tried out para completion एक बार before, go through my series on para completion. I've taken you through lessons on para completion, basic concepts of para completion, essential concepts of para completion. Workshop में भी हमने discuss किया था. Okay, please make sure that all of you enroll and scan the QR code in order to enroll for the next AIMT, which is going to be held on October 30th. Okay, come on, next one. I think where are we? Yeah, come on guys, 67th question. RC is Anshuman. I'm taking it on special classes and plus classes. Before jumbles हम लोग RC कर रहे थे YouTube पे. Before para based questions, वो RC खत्म हुआ, then I've taken para based questions. Once this is over, we'll take up all areas. So, taking up all areas possible. Okay, Tiki, I have done a video on the difference between author's position, para summary and main idea. Okay, where I've explained to you what is the difference between the three questions. वो video आपको इसी channel पे मिल जाएगा. Okay, please make sure that you watch that video. आपको अपने टेक्निक में कोई डिफरेंस लाने की जरूरत नहीं है. It's just that para summary में main idea summarize होता है. Author's position में what is the author's opinion, his take on the topic, positive, negative. Yes, Saheli. It's called Unacademy _ Ritu Dudhoria. R capital D capital. Unacademy _ Ritu Dudhoria. Come on everyone, ये para jumble question है. Come on guys. Okay, right, let's discuss this now. Guys, the right answer to this particular question is 35241. Let's see if anybody got it right. Kshitij, very good. Lenovo, Irvin, Monica, okay, right, let's discuss this. Okay, good Siddhant. Now, let's understand this, guys. Good Kshitij. If the British government were to decide not to support even one of these, CARA would struggle to carry on, cannot be your opener. In recent years, it has reached out to the Middle East and receives the largest number of applications from Yemen and Iraq, cannot be your opener. Hidden inside a 1970s office block close to London's Waterloo Station is a tiny organization that has helped tens of thousands of academics find sanctuary from conflict or find shelter from conflict. Now, what is this? What is this? Which is this tiny organization? This tiny organization is now called the Council for At-Risk Academics. Guys, all of you, I'm sure, will agree with the link 3 and 5. Yes, good, Rahul. Guys, will everybody understand the link between 3 and 5, the tiny organization, and what is the name of the tiny organization? Co-founded 85 years ago by the economist William Beveridge and physicist Ernest Rutherford, the organization now called CARA enabled many notable 20th century scientists escape the Nazis and settle at British universities. ये उसने किया था तब. अब, now what does it do? In recent years, it has reached out to the Middle East and receives the largest volume of applications from Yemen and Iraq. CARA and its counterparts in other countries exist because governments in the host nations value three of the pillars on which democracy rests. One of these refers to these pillars. So 4 and 1 का clear link है. Now, I'm sure all of you have got this subset 3, 5 and 4, 1. The main problem that you would have faced was in the placement of 2. There are only two possible placements of 2. Either वो इधर बीच में आ सकता है, opener तो हो नहीं सकता, बीच में आ सकता है या conclusion हो सकता है. Okay, there are only two possible placements of 2. In recent, if the British government were to decide not to support even one of these, CARA would struggle to carry on. In recent years, it has reached out to the Middle East and receives the largest volume of क्या connection है? क्या connection है? It would be difficult to carry on, or it would struggle to carry on. Reached out to the Middle East and gets applications from Yemen and Iraq. What? But यहाँ पे है connection कि पहले वो किसको बचाया था, किसको how did it help, which countries, and now which war-torn countries is it giving refuge? People of which war-torn countries is it helping out or giving refuge to? So 5 and 2 का connection है. So 3, 5, 2, 4, 1. Got it? Did all of you understand this? Clear? No, the other countries over here means other countries apart from Britain. Okay. Got it, guys? Mention the name of the organization, right? So 3 and 5 will come together. And when it was founded, how can you go with recent years? Pehle, beneath. Not beneath, someone else. How can you go with recent years and then talk about 85 years ago? Chronologically also that will not fit. Come on, next one, guys. Cup of coffee. Chalo, para jumble. Come on, guys. Five talks about 85 years ago क्या किया Daksh, and 2 talks about recent years में क्या कर रहा है. That's why 5 and 2. Good afternoon, Gaurav. Okay, what about the others? Come on, everyone. I want all of you to answer. Okay, guys, the right answer to this question is 5, 4, 2, 1, 3. Okay. It is not that drinking coffee is bad. Then what is it? If you did not have a cup of coffee and felt sleepy as a result, does that not mean that you actually need the rest, but are keeping your nervous system artificially stimulated, preventing it from resting? But if it is consumed as a substitute for getting adequate rest, that is an unhealthful habit. Guys, 1 and 3 is clearly a link. Coffee galat nahi hai. It's not that drinking coffee is bad. But if you're consuming it as a substitute for getting adequate rest, if it's a substitute for rest and good sleep, then that is an unhealthful habit. So 1 and 3 का clear link है. What does this mean? Many people rely on coffee and tea to keep themselves going through the day. Going through the day. Okay, and this talks about coffee and tea, and it talks about the observation of many people. So 5 will be the opener. Okay. So you start off with 5 that many people rely on coffee and tea to keep themselves going through the day. Going through the day, what does this mean? What does this mean? If you did not have a cup of coffee and felt sleepy as a result, does that not mean that you actually need the rest but are keeping your nervous system artificially stimulated, preventing it from resting? Did you understand the link here? You use it to go through the day, but if that going through the day is keeping you from getting your rest, then isn't that bad? Okay, I'll help you out with it. Okay, one by one चलते हैं. Guys, do all of you agree कि 1 and 3 का link है? ठीक है. Listen to this. Listen to the process. Guys, do all of you agree 1 and 3 का link है? 1 and 3 का link है. हाँ या ना? One and three. Coffee बुरी बात नहीं है, but consuming it as a substitute for getting adequate rest, that is an unhealthful habit. Okay, and do you agree that 5 is your opener? Many people, the rest of it is all author's opinion. The rest of it is all author's opinion. This is a general observation and then you come to the author's opinion. So 5 opener होगा. Do all of you agree with this also? 5, 1, 3. ये sorted है. I'll help you, Kshitij. Listen to this. Okay, so 5 is the opener. Now catch the language clues. What does this mean? What can this refer to? What can this refer to? 1 and 3 के बाद तो आप नहीं बोल सकते what does this mean. Author has already told what does it mean. So 1 and 3 के बाद नहीं आ सकता what does this mean. 4 cannot come after 1 and 3 because the author has clearly said कि कॉफी अगर हेल्थ स्लीप नहीं देने दे रहा है तो अनहेल्थफुल हैबिट है, तो उसके बाद तो आप नहीं लगा सकते हो व्हाट डज दिस मीन. सो 1 के बाद सो सी 5 है, 2 है, 1 है, 3 है ना. ये 4 स्टेटमेंट है 2 को छोड़ के. हमको जानना है 2 किसके बाद लगाए. व्हाट डज दिस मीन. ये दिस क्या हो सकता है. 2 कैनॉट कम आफ्टर 1 बिकॉज 1 के बाद 3 आ रहा है. 3 के बाद हम नहीं बोल सकते व्हाट डज दिस मीन बिकॉज ऑथर ने बोल दिया व्हाट डज ही मीन. ठीक है, अब 2 के बाद व्हाट डज दिस मीन. Two is already a question and then you're asking what does this mean. That does not make sense. So 5, guys, people rely on tea and coffee to keep themselves going through the day, but what does this mean? What impact does this have on them? Is this good or is it bad? Got it? Did all of you understand this? So 5 and 2, that's the only placement. Guys, it's permutation and combination. There's no right way. All of you keep, ma'am, what is the way to arrange sequence? There's no right way. Every question is different because every writer is different. And that's why we do 200, 300, 400 questions. But understand the approach. You need to see what does this mean. That this, can it be 1? Can it be 3? Can it be 2? Can it be 5? Can it be 4? Keep questioning. So 5, 2 हो गया, 1, 3 हो गया. What does this mean? What impact does this have? If you keep relying on tea and coffee through go to the day, what does this mean? What impact does this have? It prevents you from resting. Is it not that it's preventing you from resting? This is a rhetorical question. Okay, so guys, 52413. Got it? Clear? Next one. Come on guys, next question. Take your time, but get this wrong. Yes, it makes a large difference. Facts. Okay, I don't have a problem with question के बाद question. Language wise, question के बाद question is correct. I can pose many questions, facts. But what does this mean? इस question के लिए आप ये नहीं बोल सकते ना, what does this mean? I have a problem with this mean, that this does not apply to question 2. उससे प्रॉब्लम है मेरे को क्वेश्चन के बाद क्वेश्चन का प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, कैसा टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन है वो देखो. ओके, नेक्स्ट वन, कम ऑन. Come on. Good afternoon, Shubham. Come on, everyone. Okay, come on guys, I want all of you to answer, not just few of you. Come on. Very important series guys, 200 plus para based questions. Ayushi, Unacademy _ Ritu Dhudhoria. R capital, D capital. Okay guys, come on. Okay, right, let's look at the right answer guys. The platinum bottle. Okay, 41325. Guys, the right answer to this particular question is 41325. Come on, let's check this out. Okay, let's have a look at it. The temperature at the core of the sun is nearly 15 million degrees Celsius, while that at its surface layer, known as the photosphere, is nearly 5700 degrees Celsius. However, the temperature is much higher. Focus on the word higher and focus on the word however. The natural thing to expect is that still further towards in its atmosphere, whose atmosphere, still further where, known as corona, the temperature would be comparable to that at the surface. A big puzzle harboring the sun concerns its surface and atmospheric temperature. This is the topic. It starts increasing outside the photosphere, reaching a value of about 1 million degrees or more in the corona. Now see guys, Okay, just listen to me. Just listen to the explanation here. Do all of you agree that 4 is the opener? Step by step jate. Do all of you agree that 4 is the opener? Yes or no? The sun. You're talking about the sun. You're talking about temperature. You're talking about the fact that it's a puzzle. Okay. Now, do all of you agree, with the link 3 and 2? The expectation is that it is comparable, but it's not. It is much higher. Comparable होगा, equal होगा, however, it is not. It is much higher. 3 and 2 का link होगा. Its atmosphere. Whose atmosphere? The sun's atmosphere, right? How can 3 be the opener? So 3 and 2 का open, 3 and 2 का connection होगा. The temperature is much higher towards the corona. क्या है temperature? It is 1 million degrees or more. You would expect that the temperature when you reach the corona would be equal, but it's not equal, it's higher. It's 1 million degrees. 3 to 5 का link होगा. Now, when you go still further, further means or further. From where? From the core, surface layer, still further. So 1 and 3 का link होगा. There are too many language clues guys here. You should have figured it out. You have to remember to highlight comparative degree of adjectives. Still further, higher, however, it's, 4 is clearly the opener. ये opener नहीं हो सकता, it's है. ये opener नहीं हो सकता, it है. You feel that it would be comparable, but it is not. It is higher. 3, 2, it is higher. What is 1 million degrees है? 3 to 5 का link है. Go further. पहले हम लोग इधर गए, further इधर जा रहे. So 1, 3 का link है. 4, 1, 3, 2, 5. Got it? Did all of you understand this? Language clues. Very important. Guys, see the process by which I solve the para jumbles. First, I read the statements. I highlight the language clues. Or I note down the language clues. Try and link it through them. I don't necessarily search for the opener, then the second, then the third. Build subsets. Okay. No, 5-2 is not the only link you can get. I'm so sorry. Not 5-2, 5-4. I should have written 4 here. I'm sorry. 5-4 is the only link you could get. Sorry for that, Vineet. I've listed down the statements correctly, 5-2-1-3, but I should have taken 4 into consideration. I'm so sorry. Just the explanation is correct. Just change the numbers while writing down. 5-4-2-1-3. Good observation. I'm really sorry. Why not 5-3? What is... नो बट यू अग्री 3 2 का लिंक है हायर, हायर के बाद ही तो 5 आएगा. दिस इज द हाईएस्ट 1 मिलियन डिग्रीज. So 3 to 5 RD studies. Okay, come on, let's go to the next one. 70th question on your screen, guys. Try this out. Come on. Come on, everyone. No, learn more. They're just a boot camp, but it's not sufficient for your CAT preparation. It's just a refresher. Okay. Guys, shall I disclose the answer? First, let me check if anyone's got it right. Only one person has got it right. Okay, guys, the right answer to this particular question is 21354. ठीक है guys, इस right answer है इस question का 21354. Let's have a look at it. The mind without desires is peaceful, calm and relaxed, but desires disturb this calmness. Can be your opener. As wind is the cause of waves in the ocean, desire is the cause of waves in the mind. Can be your opener. Unfulfilled desires irritate and frustrate the mind, and fulfilled desires generate more desires, causing expectations, anxiety and worry. We get caught in a vicious cycle of fulfilled and unfulfilled desires. and out of new desires, only a few get fulfilled and others remain unfulfilled. Guys, do all of you agree with the link between 3 and 5? It generates more desires. These more desires are these new desires. Do all of you agree 3 and 5 ka link? Rahul, how did you get this wrong? 3 and 5 का लिंक तो होगा ना? See, unfulfilled desires irritate and frustrate the mind, and fulfilled desires generate more desires. And out of these generate more desires, and out of new desires, only a few get fulfilled and others remain unfulfilled. And even 2, 1 and 3 is intact, correct. How are 2, 1 and 3 intact? Look at this. Wind is the cause of waves. You start with a metaphor, you start with an analogy. Desire is the cause of waves or disturbance in the mind. So this is the disturbance in the mind. So 2 and 1 ka link hoga. Disturb the kindness and cause expectations, anxiety and worries. How can you make it 2, 1, 5? फिर ये and कैसे justify करोगे आप? 2, 1, 1 के बाद and. No, you start with the analogy. You start with the metaphor. But how can you, where will you put 5 and 3? बताना आप. 2, 1, 1 के बाद 5 क्या sense make करेगा? How will you justify that and? It's not an informal conversation कि you keep putting and. Okay, I want this and. No, it's not that. There has to be a significance, right? And is a continuation. What in 1 is 5 continuing? And look at this, 3, 3 and 5 का link है, and 4 is this vicious cycle. It's the vicious cycle. See, unfulfilled desires generate more desires or new desires, and these new desires में से कुछ fulfill हो जाते हैं, कुछ वापस unfulfill हो जाते हैं, and फिर ये unfulfilled वापस will lead to, this is the vicious cycle, right, which is given in 4. 3 and 5 is the vicious cycle. Unfulfilled से new desires से वापस unfulfilled desires. That's the cycle which is being spoken about in 4. And 2, 1 का link है, 1 and 3 का link है. 1 and 3 का link क्यों है? Disturb the calmness, causing what? Expectation, anxiety and worries. So 2, 1, 3, 5, 4. Clear? Did all of you understand this? Why not 4, 3, 5? That's a good question. 2, 1, if you want to put 4, 3, 5, or 2, 1, 3, 5, 4. Right? Just see, 1 and 4 are closer or 1 and 3 are closer. 1 and 3 are closer. Disturb calmness, anxiety, worries and expectations. So 1 and 3 are closer. So 2, 1, 3, 5, 4. Clear? Okay, 1 can be the opener, but 2 is a better opener, Sagarika, because you start off with analogies. As wind is the cause of waves in the ocean. That's like a dummy opener. You come to the point, you arrive to the point. That's why. Okay, come on, next one. Para jumble, guys. Next question. Correct. Yes, Rahul, and that's still okay. You mention the cycle and then you explain it logically. That's also fine. But 1 and 3 were closer because of the disturbance part. But the cycle तभी आएगा ना विशाल. Cycle तभी आएगा जब 3, 5 करोगे. 5, 3 करोगे तो cycle नहीं बन रहा है. Cycle मतलब chain of reactions leading back to the initial position. You start with unfulfilled and you end at unfulfilled. That will be a cycle. 5 and 3 does not explain the cycle. I agree with your point, Vishnu. Logically, it's fine. I can put 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, 4, 3, 5 as well. 2, 1, 4, 3, 5 as well. But there are two reasons why I'm not doing this. I could have put 2 and 4, talk about the cycle and then explain the cycle. But there are two reasons why I'm not doing this. First one is 1 and 3 are closer because of the calmness and the worry wala point. And the second reason is 3 is the conclusion. I'm sorry, what have I... 1 minute guys, I've got confused with all your combinations. Ruko. 2, 1, 3, 5, 4. This is the answer. 1 and 3 are closer because of the disturbance and the calmness wala point. 3 and 5 explain the cycle. You want to go with 2, 1, 4, 3, 5. Logically that's fine, but I find a closer parallel between 1 and 3. No, Seth. Why am I upset? I'm in fact happy. It'll help if you read one article or not. Okay. 1 and 3 are closer because of the disturbance, the anxiety, the worries, the disturbance. That's why 2, 1, 3, 5, 4. That's all. Similar ideas. Next one. Come on, guys. Take your time. Take your time, guys. You've not taken enough time. That's why you're going wrong. Come on. Guys, don't forget to apply the code RITUMBA when you take the subscription. And jaldi se sabke sab subscription lo. And don't forget to apply the code RITUMBA. Come on, everyone. No, Rahul, waiting for you to make the payment. Only then it will be cleared. Okay, Vishal. We'll take up few odd one outs as well. Okay, guys, the right answer to this question is 4132. Okay, इस question का सही जवाब है guys 4132. Come on, let's check this out. In traditional and social media and in institutions such as universities, the limits of acceptable discussion seem to be growing ever narrower. Increasingly, many of our friends, neighbors, fellow citizens, especially within the professional classes, no longer profess to believe that free speech is valuable or even that it exists. Uncomfortably for liberals, the threat comes not so much from the state, the usual target, it comes not from the state, then from whom? From our friends, neighbors and fellow citizens. So 3 and 2 का clear link होगा. Free speech is in danger. मतलब फ्री स्पीच, एक्सेप्टेबल डिस्कशन, उसका लिमिट नैरो, छोटा 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 होता जा रहा है, मतलब स्पीच फ्री नहीं है, इट्स बिकमिंग लिमिटेड 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 एंड कंस्ट्रेन्ड. So 4 and 3, 4 and 1 का लिंक है. So 4 1 3 2. Got it? No, because 3 and 2 are closer, na? So it cannot be 3 1. It will be 1 3. 3 and 2 is a very important subset. It's not from the state, it's from our friends, neighbors and fellow citizens. Next one. Come on guys. Para jumble 5 sentence. Para jumble. Come on everyone. Come on everyone. But 2 is not about just because free speech word है उस हिसाब से आप नहीं arrange कर सकते हो. 3 में clearly बोला है कि it's not the state who is limiting it, then who is doing it? That is answered in 2. So 3 and 2 का link होगा. I'll come to it विशाल. इससे पहले हमने सिर्फ author's position लिए थे, तो एक तो और PJ है, odd one out है, then we'll come to author's position, kind of balancing it out for everyone. Okay guys, no, you don't seem to get it. I've got it right. The right answer to this question is 21453. Okay, इस question का सही जवाब है guys 21453. Let's check this out. D was a mathematical genius whose expertise in astronomy steered England's navy. It was in the advice of her courtier, John D, full name, so one cannot be the opener, that Queen Elizabeth took to the seas in the 16th century to create what would become, for better or for worse, the British Empire. Cannot be the opener. Was also the primary inspiration for the character of Prospero in Shakespeare's The Tempest. He was the first person to rely on, now D cannot be the opener. The black obsidian mirror that D deployed cannot be the opener. 2 is clearly the opener here. Okay, so we begin with 2. Okay, now he was a mathematical genius. He was the first person to rely on the Euclidean geometry for the purpose of navigation. Mathematical genius and navy, mathematical principles for navigation. Clearly 1 and 4 का link है. 1 and 4 का link है. He was also the inspiration. ये genius तो है ही. He was also the inspiration for the character of Prospero in Shakespeare. 5 will be the last. ठीक है, तो 2, 1, 4, 3. अब but 5 देखो. The black obsidian mirror that Dee deployed to summon spirits conversed with angels, summon spirits. So 4 and 5 का link है. Got it? Did all of you understand this? समझ में आया ये? 2 is clearly the opener. 1 and 4 talks about mathematical principles. 4 and 5 talks about summoning spirits and talking to the angels. And then 3. Clear, guys? Clear? Okay, next one. Come on, guys. Last PJ, hopefully, and then we'll go to the other areas. Come on. Can I take up for another 15 minutes? Yes, if you're all comfortable and you're all able to solve the questions, let's try and solve many questions, guys. Great spot, guys. Come on, very good. Come on, let's continue. But that's okay, Jishnu. Now it's now there, it's fine. But those spirits and summons wala point ke karan they have to be. I completely agree with it. But this also has passed, right? This also has passed. That's okay. But these two ideas are same with spirits. So that's why 4 and 5 is closer. And necessarily here, Baki maybe we're not, this does have past in it, so that's still fine. Come on. Come on everyone, question on your screen. No guys, take a little time. Come on everyone. You have to get the answer right. Take a little bit of time. Okay, shall I explain this now? Hopefully Tiki, I think about 5 or 6 more sessions. Okay, guys, the right answer is 31452. ठीक है, इस क्वेश्चन का सही जवाब है guys 31452. Come on, let's check this out. Since the October Revolution of 1917, most socialist regimes have built on Marxist doctrines and taken clear anti-religious stance. Especially in France, sociologists found religion integral to their political vision. For most people today, socialism is associated with a secular or aesthetic worldview. From another perspective, however, secular or anti-religious socialism is exceptional and religious socialism common. This is the Marxist doctrine. This is one position or one stance or one perspective. This is the other perspective. This is the anti-religious stance. This is the religious stance. 1 and 4. 5 gives you examples of religious socialists. Two talks about, yeah, many people were, especially in France. And 3 is the topic. Got it? Did all of you understand this? Guys, there is no rule that it has to start with a past statement. If you talk about a general view and then you trace how that view came into being, it's fine. What is wrong with it? हाँ, true, but it depends on every question. देखो हम लोग पास्ट से प्रेजेंट में आते हैं जब बाकी सारे इतने सारे डेट्स दिए होते हैं एंड इफ दैट्स अ गुड ओपनर. Okay, now one is also present, have built, have built. ठीक है, now listen to this guys, I'll explain this once more. एक बार सुनो, it depends on every question, there's no general rule. I've told you logically there's no general rule. See, do you all agree with this, that since the October Revolution, most socialist regimes have built on anti-religious stances, anti-religious. But there is another perspective, however, contradicting anti-religious, you're coming to religious. So 1 and 4 का link है. This is common. It's common means vast majority of people are religious. Especially in France. Integral to their political vision. So 1452. 1 and 4 because of the, however, the contradiction from anti-religious to religious. 4 talks about being common. 5 also says that yes, majority, it's very common. So 1452. Now where to place 3? Can you place it at the end? No. You will come with it from the beginning because it gives us the key word socialism, secular. So if it is a topical statement or the concept, then you can start with it and then tell how it came into being. Because, why not 2-5? Because 4-5 is close, right? Look at the words, guys. Common and majority. Aren't 4 and 5 closer? Why not 3-4? Because 4 is however, it's a contradiction. 3 and 4 give us the same idea that socialism is religious. Socialism is religious. 4 does not contradict 3. 4 contradicts 1. Anti-religious se religious. Look at the contradiction also. Whose answer is wrong? Got it? Next one, odd one out. Come on, everyone. Come on, everyone. Come on, guys. Daily classes, Sanchit, and take the plus subscription if you're not still finding the accuracy. Mock analysis is very important. Focus, guys. Focus. Come on. Okay, guys, the right answer to this question is 1, and the order of the remaining sentences is 2, 4, 3, 5. Okay, इस question का सही जवाब है 1 and it would be 2, 4, 3, 5. The throwing overboard of enslaved African people was a common occurrence, the frequency of which led to court cases as insurers became increasingly irritated by the claims of slavers. On 6 April 1819, 36 enslaved West Africans on board the illegal French slave ship had weights tied to their legs and were thrown into the Atlantic. The reason for this, the accepted reason for this, was purely financial. 2 weeks into the ship's middle passage, crossing from Bonny on the West African coast, an outbreak of ophthalmia spread among all but one of the 22 crew and 162 enslaved Africans, making them temporarily or permanently blind. And because they became blind, any deficiency, this was called as a deficiency in them. They could not be sold. So due to the ship's insurance policy covering any losses for slavers, they became more valuable dead than alive. So that's why they were killed. And that's why weights, they could have just been thrown and, they could have saved their lives. But no, their weights were tied to their legs and they were thrown because they wanted them dead, so that they could get money from insurance. So 2435, this is despicable practice. I mean, no words to even. Okay, but guys, the answer over here is 2435. Very disturbing. Okay, so 2435. Deficient. How can you eliminate 3? Because they became blind. That was the whole deficient. This was the main point. This was the main point. Next one, odd one out. Tomorrow shootage. Come on, guys. हो गया बाकी. We didn't realize. I mean, I didn't realize at least, and it's almost 2 hours. I just checked. Okay, guys, the right answer to this question is 1, and the order of the remaining sentences is 4, 5, 3, 2. Okay, the right answer is 1, and the order of the remaining sentences 4, 5, 3, 2. Come on, let's check this out. The beautiful soul is an aesthetic concept focusing on developing human capacities and advancing knowledge and culture. Nascent notions of democracy, they believed. Okay, who are these they? The intellectuals. To these thinkers, in a global culture that appears increasingly obsessed with radical individualism, narcissistic presentations of self, and incendiary political rhetoric, it is hard to imagine that society once cared about the beauty of soul, and it did. It once cared. It's hard to imagine that, but it was true. They did care. 4 and 5 का clear link है. 3 and 2 continue their ideas. Is an aesthetic concept. We are talking about the previous ideas about a beautiful soul. So 1 is the odd one out. Clear? Did all of you understand this? Got it, guys? Yes? Okay, we'll stop here, guys. Remember, 75 questions done. We'll continue with the rest in the upcoming classes. Make sure in 5 p.m. I'll meet you again, guys. 5 p.m. I'll meet you again. If you have any doubts, you can ask it then. Prepare for the CAT exam, guys, with previous year questions. The link is in the description below. Enroll for that test series. The final lab for CAT 2022 batch is here, guys. If you've not yet taken the subscription, what are you waiting for? Jaldi se subscription lo. Download the sample notes for CAT. Enter your name, number and email ID. And you can download the notes. This is the leaderboard. Want to see your face next on this wall. So please make sure कि आप लोग जल्दी से subscription लो. I'll update you about the special class timings. As for now, remember, guys, that the next YouTube class is going to be at 5 p.m. today and the plus class is at 6 p.m. today. Don't forget to apply the code Ritu MBA and enroll. You can watch my previous series of must solve RC passages on special classes. Special classes are free live classes on the Unacademy learning app, which राहुल खुद मांगने आएंगे आपसे जब आपका 99 percentile आएगा. Don't worry. Thank you, guys. Like, share and subscribe. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.